All right, well, after 2.5 months of somewhat of a lazy days of summer, it's time to get things back in gear for back to school.
Yeah, the first day of class is nearly 2 weeks away, and joining us now to help you get back to school energy boost is Dr. Deena. And you have some kids.
I do.
As well.
Yes.
Thank you for being here. Is everyone in your house ready for the start of school?
So I definitely know that I'm ready for the start of school.
Maybe you're ready for them to be gone?
That's right. And I'm sure my 6-year-old and 3-year-old are happy to be home. So I'm excited to start the process.
Okay, so one of the first things probably with getting back in the swing of things is your sleep schedule, getting it back regulated. So what do you suggest we start doing at this point to get the whole family back?
That's right. So I think for adults, it's important to get in your 7 hours of sleep. And some of our sleep specialists will actually say that 7 hours is not always what people need. So you should get enough sleep so that you feel energized the next day. For kids, of course, they need more sleep. Like my 6-year-old needs anywhere from 11 to 12 hours of sleep. To start the whole schedule getting right, because my kids are awake very late these days, important to really start looking at maybe cutting back on their time spent with other things like screen time. I know a lot of kids like movie nights. My kids love that. So making sure that we're starting their sleep schedule early. I typically start 1 week before school begins. So 1 week before, I set their sleep schedule so that they're sleeping 15 minutes before bedtime. So their bedtime is usually 8 p.m. So we start their sleep routine around 7:45. And what that's going to do is to get their body calmed down, unwind, and ready to get some sleep. It changes their circadian rhythm, which is really important for the beginning of school.
And do you shut the blinds early on as well? Because, you know, it's still fairly light out at that hour.
That's a great point.
It's and take away those devices.
Yes. Really important to make sure that you're providing the best sleep environment possible. So less light, maybe some soothing music, maybe some warm milk to drink is some favorite of my kids, can get them to unwind into their sleep routine.
I'm still trying to get my sleep adjusted from when we sprang ahead in the spring. In the spring, and adjusted the time.
We're getting ready to fall behind.
I know, exactly. So then I'll be right on the rhythm there. Okay, so many people have taken the summer vacation from exercise. How do you get back in the habit?
So just like we're getting back into a school routine, it's important to get into our personal routines too. So I know the month of September is really hard for a lot of parents because they're adjusting to that work-life balance, but once they're able to adjust, making sure they're getting into their usual exercise routine, at least getting in 10,000 steps a day if you can, or 150 minutes of mild to moderate activity is what we recommend.
10,000 steps a day. How do you do that?
I did that like 1 weekend ago.
Over the course of the entire weekend, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday?
Just one day. I think I was lost, that's why. All right, so we often hear the phrase, food is your fuel. What are some of the things that we should be eating to get the energy going?
So getting back into a well-balanced diet, so at least 2 to 3 servings of fruits and vegetables is important. Protein is an excellent source of energy. So trying to get at least 50 grams of protein in your day, which can be tough for a lot of us, but looking at your macros is important in that way. A lot of people feel like carbs, like drinking in some juice, can give them a really quick pick-me-up. Gatorade is a great example. And you usually feel really good and energized maybe 15 to 30 minutes later. But then unfortunately, that boost of energy is gone and you're actually hungry or feeling maybe lethargic too. So cap your carbs at about 130 grams of carb a day. Try to cut back on that sugar with your juice and soda, and drink a lot of water, at least 8 cups a day.
Okay, so you're slightly cheating every day. Are there certain snacks that boost your energy?
Yeah, so I love the high protein snacks. So things like nuts, eggs, protein drinks, protein smoothies, things like this are a nice, easy way to keep your energy going for your day.
And keep you full.
That's right.
All right. Well, Dr. Deena, thank you for joining us once again. Always a pleasure.
Thank you so much for having me.
And for more healthy living tips, you can follow Dr. Deena on Instagram at Dr._Deena.